This video is on generating random samples. We show various ways that random samples can be added to R-Instat. One way, though not the simplest, is to start with a new data frame. Use New Data Frame from the front screen. Then click on Random, then on Examples, and double-click on the first example. Then click OK. This default example has produced a data frame with 3 variables and 30 observations of each of them. The first variable, x, is a regular sequence from 1 to 30. The second column, y, is a random sample from a normal distribution, while z is a sample from a uniform distribution. Return to the dialog to see what you have produced in more detail. This shows that y is a sample from a distribution with mean 100 and standard deviation 15. The variable z is from the uniform distribution between 10 and 30. We become more ambitious and change the 30 to 300 for each variable. Then press the try button to confirm we haven't messed anything up. It goes green, so we press OK again. This gives a second data frame, which is a bit larger. It is simpler to add random samples to an existing data frame. Go to Prepare, column Numeric, Random Samples. For now, we'll stay with the normal distribution. The sample size is now fixed as the length of the data frame. We decide to add another 3 samples or variables with again mean of 100 and this time with standard deviation of 10. We'll give the columns the name Normal. We return to the dialog. This time, we choose a Poisson distribution and just get a simple sample with a mean of 1. This time, we choose the OK and Keep option so we can also get another sample as well. This time, we'll make it from a Poisson distribution of mean 100. We see the Poisson distribution with mean 1 has many zeros in the data. Before proceeding, use Describe, one variable, graph, and include all except the first variable. Notice that the box plot for the Poisson 100 is very similar to that from the 3 normal distributions. This confirms that the Poisson distribution looks pretty much like a normal distribution if the mean is quite large. So far, we have generated random samples from specified distributions. We can also generate samples from data that you might get in a survey. One way is from a new data frame, this time from the File menu. Use Random again and Examples, choosing the one that says The Works. This has used the R package called Wakefield, which is pretty impressive. You can also add individual variables to an existing data frame. We continue with the one we used earlier. We use Prepare, column calculator, where Wakefield is one of the keyboards. Click to show arguments and choose pets. We choose to keep the defaults, but you can see here that you can change either the pets to include or the probabilities of each. Give it the name pets. Now we'll add their ages. Choose the variable age and we change the range to be between 0 and 25. So that's it. We leave you with a small challenge. The data here has one obvious oddity. You have the ages for all the pets, so even when the pets is none. How could you change those ages to be a missing value, so to be an S?